not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Greetings, my Goblin Nation! I am Twisted Goblin! And I'm here for your reviews, for my thoughts, for other stuff! But this time I'm talking about the newest version of the DC, created by James Gunn. Wait here, folks! The lineup is here! So we got a lineup. James Gunn did this amazing video, and he seems really passionate about it. It's not like Disney had like, oh, this could make money. This could make me really money. You know, we have Star Wars now. It's in good hands. We like Star Wars. We like the money that Star Wars does. So, but we're not gonna tell you that. So this guy has never played any Star Wars game. Doesn't even like it. But you can be famous from this. So why not? Like that seems like Star Wars stuff on some points. Like really not that passionate about it. But James Gunn on the wheel for DC. Now that seems passionate, because he sees like, he feels like in the video itself, I'm gonna first talk about the video, like the video itself, he seems like very passionate about every project he got, and he says what the comics are based about. It's like, it seems more like the whole thing has been passionate about, because he's like, I like this comic, I like that comic. It's not like, yeah, I've been a fan of Star Wars, yeah, I've been a fan of that. Of the Star Wars stuff, like what in particular? Darth Vader. That's like main thing. It's like, okay. It's like, it doesn't feel like you are really passionate. It feels like you Wikipedia that. That's about it. It's like sometimes feels like people just want money or fame from playing in the Star Wars movie. It's not that like love for it. Yes, you know, everything has a beginning and everything has a, but it feels like James Gunn's whole universe, and also Star Wars didn't have a fan base when it began. It became a fan base, and now you have to also count as a fans. But no, James Gunn, on the other hand, oh, he's so passionate about every project. He's like Zam, because it plays in his old world and in his own world. It was able to do other stuff. It was able to still go in that thing. Then it goes to Flashpoint. Flashpoint, you know, the Flash. Still met apparently the actor. I was not like, okay, we're gonna cancel it, right? We're gonna cancel it, right? So you're just waiting, right? No, it's still coming out. Maybe James Gunn could not let like, we made a lot of money. I mean, we had to do this guy back, this guy back, this guy. Yeah, there's a lot of people that works on this project, and on that hand, I say, it's like, yeah, I mean, you're kind of right. So it's like, I'm always of the point of like, there are multiple people that worked on it. You should not hate it because the main character of the movie is an asshole that is really needs mental health. And apparently he is doing that, having work, but also could be like, you're gonna be on the street, you're never gonna work again. Or you could, you know, have some fun. So, giving you an ultimatum that it sticks is something else. But, the Flash is coming out. The Flash will reset the whole fucking universe. And then we get, goes into Blue Beetle, Aquaman. So Aquaman and Blue Beetle seems like it's still gonna be in our world or in our world, but seems like right now it seems like still gonna be a thing. It still sticks to be around. Aquaman is still gonna be even in this new universe. There's also Creature Commandos in this universe. The Creature Commandos is this one. It's why my whole face is now smaller than it used to be, because I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you as much as I could. And the Creature Commandos like Frankenstein and Frankenstein's Bride, the Weasel that we see in the Suicide Squad, and then there is this guy with skull and water thing, and then just a commander. So those seems a very much cool thing. Yes, it's gonna be cartoonish, and James Gunn told us that these animated versions also are gonna become live action. So they're also gonna be live action or something. I'm like, well, that's fun. That's fun to see them go from that to that, and maybe it's just James Gunn's take on the things, because I love the Suicide Squad, one of my favorite movies of all time, and I love like a bit of humor, a little bit darker stories, and Suicide Squad felt like it's darker stories, but also has lots of humor. It's just me, but a movie, and I love that. And so when I saw Creature Commandos, like also very gothic, Frankenstein, like a robot. There's like these creatures. I love those creatures, mythical creatures like that, and we're gonna have this anime series of that. So I'm excited for that, more excited than I am for Bad Batch. So yeah, well, Bad Batch has been going on, and it's fine and it's fun, but I think Creature Commandos looks more fun, and it's also written by James Gunn. So James Gunn also is like, this new universe is also going to be written by other people, so it's not going to be everywhere, and every one is going to have another film, but he is the one that's, is a Kevin Fur, is the one that has the last laugh for it. The last laugh! And no way! So, Creature, we also get Waller, because we had the Suicide Squad where Waller was in, we got the original Suicide Squad where Waller was in, and we got Peacemaker where Waller's daughter was in, and also Waller, but from Peacemaker it's also gonna wave into a Waller's a whole new show. She has her own show. I'm guessing she's still gonna be an asshole, but everybody around her is gonna be trying to get, and she's gonna be trying to be a mother to her daughter. That's from Peacemaker. That's so we're gonna have that relationship. Like, she's still gonna be an asshole to everybody, except to her daughter, because it's her daughter, so she's gonna be like trying to be nice to her, trying to get, like, you're gonna see some evolution with Waller, but evolution is gonna be mostly with her and her daughter. That's what I'm thinking, because Waller should be an asshole. Waller is like this asshole that tries to do very much good, but doesn't matter what, she's gonna get that power to get, she's not that corrupt as others, but she has this little mission in her head that she needs to do. There is also Paradise Lost, that's gonna be Games of Thrones, but in DC, and also with the characters of Wonder Woman. So like before Wonder Woman, so all the Xena Warrior Princess esque characters, they're gonna get So then there's Batman Brave and the Bold. We're gonna have Damian, the real son of Batman. He had a lot of adopted sons. He had Nightwing. He had, like, there was Nightwing. He was the first Robin. Then we got Tim Drake, Red Robin, and fuck! Give me a second, would you? Oh, come on, not now! Not now! I'm making a video right here. Oh my god! Oh my god! Alright, what was I? Sorry, cannot cut this out. Sorry, my friends. What were we? Oh yes! Because I'm already 8 minutes in, I didn't want to cut. So we got Batman Brave and the Bold with all the Batmans that maybe already there, but Damian is like the main thing, and from there we're gonna feather. I think it's because Damian is the best Robin, but the rest are the best Red Hood, their best Nightwing. Like, they're all their own version, spectacular. Anyway, so. There's also Booster Gold. Booster Gold was in Smallville, a really cool character that wanted to be famous, was tired of being nobody. But with technology from the future, Booster Gold is a superhero! And a great one in that. He's a superhero. He has technology from the future. He is very selfish and wants to be a hero because because he's back in the Earth and everything. It's like this time feels like, yes, with all the technology, I am a superhero. So that's awesome. Then there is also the Green Lantern series. That's gonna be Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, I think. Like those two are gonna be like, this is gonna be this space cop show, very grounded, a little bit grounded. Looks also very. There's one of his also that he seems like very passionate about, Supergirl, the Woman of Tomorrow. So Supergirl is getting her show after Superman is. Also, I forgot. Superman is gonna have. It's called Superman Legacy. It's gonna be 2 years in his career. I don't know. He's gonna be there, even though the thing that's based on is like his last story, but this is gonna be his first of this new Superman. It's not gonna be Henry Cavill, and I'm like, I don't care. Why do I care? Why would I care? It's like that's gonna happen all the time. So I don't care about it because we know there could be other Supermans that are really good for it. People are sometimes a bit too much on the thing, on like very much like attached to one particular actor. But I'm like, he's gonna move out of it. Like in 10 years, he's gonna move out, and he has Warhammer. Amazing Warhammers! Imagine that in TV. I see rather Warhammer than another Superman. I feel Superman is not that hard to do. Like there is lots of people that can play Superman good. I mean, we had the Superman and Lois show. That's now elsewhere, by the way. But we have that show, and that's like really good fucking. And the Batman is like a really cool take, but that's Elseworld, and I like that Superman better than actually this Superman. So I'm like, I'm not maybe that attached to that Superman. So I'm like, yeah, new Superman, love it. Even though I loved Man of Steel, and yes, I'm one of the minorities that loves Man of Steel. But anyway, so. After that, we got Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Really cool. Oh man, we got Supergirl. It's gonna be her dealing with. So I don't know exactly what story it is, but sounds fucking awesome. Like a darker version that we ever seen her before. And I'm like, I'm all for it. I'm on it. I'm like, yeah, she's gonna deal with it. She's been born in Iraq. That's everybody's been dying. It's like feels so much interesting. Feels like a darker story of Supergirl. And I feel like if Superman is gonna be the big blue and very hopeful, now Supergirl needs to be a little bit darker, and it feels like the story is gonna be darker. And I like it. And yes, we did. Apparently, Supergirl, the first Supergirl movie, didn't do well, and because of that, 20 years went by before another DC, not DC, Warner Brothers ever saw a main lead of a girl. So I'm like, really? That's the whole fucking thing? Why there were no women on those shows? No, Warner Brothers, that's Universal. I want to say it like Aliens, but Aliens is Universal, not Warner Brothers. Anyway, so we got also, I don't know, if Supergirl is not, dark enough. If for some reason James Gunn is like, no, it's not gonna be that dark as you thought it was. Good news, Swamp Thing is gonna be insane. A Swamp Thing! Yes, it's been a fucking great TV show, horror show. I really liked it. But we're gonna have another one, and this time it's gonna be a movie, and it's gonna be a horror movie. And I'm like, oh my god, a straight up horror movie? No, don't tease me. You're not gonna do that, right? You're gonna do that? It's gonna make me so happy to have horror movies in the DC. I like horror movies. One of my favorite things, genres are horror movies. And yes, some are boring, some are fucking awesome as hell. But Swamp Thing as a horror movie, I'm like, sign me up, boy! I would love it! Anyway, that's pretty much what I got for you. This is like, there's also the Joker, the Batman, the second Joker, the Batman Part 2, Teen Titans Go, Superman and Lois. Those shows are in Elseworld. Those are elsewhere, not in the main things, but they're called now DC Elseworld. So they exist. Chapter 1 of our whole thing with Creature Commandos, Lantern, and all. Those are Gods and Monsters chapter. So those are the first chapter. There are still gonna be other movies, but those are gonna be all Elseworld type. Maybe they're gonna have some label, because on Star Wars, before the Disney action, all those things is now called Legends. So those are Legends. This is Elseworld. Feels interesting. I like it. I like what James Gunn is doing so far. I love the Suicide Squad. And I'm like, you got me sold on that. The Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm like, it's fun. It's a fun watch. I like the humor. Not sure if I would watch this every time, but I would love it. I like it. It's one of the better Marvel things, but still. But this one, then the Suicide Squad came around and he got me. He just hooked me. I'm like, oh, whatever you want to do, I'm there! And now he does a whole universe. The DC is his. And I'm like, that's so amazing. Anyway. So I'm gonna end it here. I think 60 minutes is enough. So anyway, I am the Twisted Goblin. And I say goodbye. Hope you liked it. Sorry that I'm a little bit smaller than normal. And that's a little bit of a mess. But I wanted to freaking be able to give you the whole sheet. And the pictures of the things that's gonna come. Oh, the Authority. Fuck, I forgot the Authority. The Authority is also in this thing. It's another thing from another, like the Authority became something of DC, but they never did something. It was Image Comics, their own thing, but they took it and now it's theirs. It's like the superhero, but a darker version. It's a very passionate thing of James Gunn, also his thing. It's a darker version of the DC, more or less, and that seems like a very fun way of doing it. And I cannot wait for that too, because a darker version. I like dark versions. And in the hands of James Gunn, I think it's gonna be very, very good. But that's just, my opinions, my thoughts in my head of James Gunn's whole Slade video that he did. And now we know more, and I'm excited more. And I think with James Gunn on the wheel, this gonna able to be much better than Marvel, because Marvel, I feel like, is very Disney-fied. It's like, oh, cool, Disney. It's like, oh yeah, this is a sitcom, but it still has that Disney feel to it. That's like, we cannot go darker. It's like Jessica Jones did, and Jessica Jones was good, but that was before the whole Disney. I wanted a hands-on approach on everything. This was like, here Netflix, you do what you want. Good thing there are 3 seasons, good thing that's like, but they got kind of away another. The Punisher was also darker, and I like that. Like those darker stories, I loved, but Marvel wanted to do something else, so those were a little bit aside. And yes, they came back. Daredevil came back, but was not dark enough, because now we have a little bit stunts, and we're gonna have a Daredevil show, but it's in the Disney, umbrella of the thing, and I don't think they're gonna go so dark as the take, because it's Disney. But in the DC universe, they're gonna get much darker. I mean, if you have a horror movie, it's gonna be dark. And it's James Gunn. I like the Suicide Squad, and I think that was just the right amount dark in everything. And I'm like, yes, this is what I want. So you got me, James Gunn. You got my heart. Now do something with it and don't break it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next ones. Goodbye, good night.
Then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind.